Let me wake up my end. Oh, it's woken up. Okay. Is it alive? Is it alive?
We can see you.
I got my glove.
Because remember, no glove, no love.
Okay, we're getting there already.
Just adjust my camera ever so slightly. So yeah, I am streaming today with the absolutely wonderful 6 Plus Save, or also known very affectionately as the Cornish Fruit Loop.
Very much loopy. How are we all doing? How are we all doing?
Huh? He is on the screen. Say hello, Mrs. G, and little G.
Hello, Miss G, or Mrs. G, and hello, Diddy G.
Diddy G. She's not, should be fair, she's not that Diddy. Uh-oh. You've angered the beast.
Which one?
Oh, look at that sass. I love the way that you've got yours set up. Yeah, we've got like full on Markception going.
Hello. Oh, itchy nose. Oh, but yes. How are we all doing? One moment. Let me just sort something out a second. There you go.
Yeah, it doesn't help that we're sharing each other's screens, so we get progressively smaller. Like into infinity, like repeats going on.
It's annoying that the collab thing doesn't work. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Like the collab view.
Yeah, the only other way we could do it. Do you have a second camera that you could set up as a face cam? Because then what we could do is we could actually stream each other's Discord screens.
Oh, let me have a gander.
Because I can set up a second. I can set up an extra camera. And then
what I can do, I'll do my mug. I'll do my mug. It's such a alluring mug, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got to now find a place to plug in the USB for this. I've got so many devices plugged in. Oh no, actually, I have a spare.
Oh, I don't think it's going to like me doing that because I don't have a spare camera. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you have a spare, yeah, because it won't allow you to use the same camera on 2 inputs.
Oh, frig it.
Yeah.
Tis what it is, good sir. Tis what it is.
I have an extra webcam that I can pick up.
Well, I do need to purchase some new hardware for the PC and a camera and other things.
If I put that there,
But yes, how are we all doing while we're having fun and shenanigans? Pardon me. Try not to belch too much. I do apologise. Don't worry, I'm shaking up my primer.
If I now do that, you can maximise, rather than sharing my Twitch stream, you can share my face there.
Yes, me darling, you is full of all the good things. You is full of all the good knowledge.
Yeah. So that way, at most, all people get to see my face twice on my stream, but only once on yours.
There you go. Oh, see how nice that looks. Oh, that looks so pretty.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a stream delay on my end now, but from your end, they should actually be seeing me in real time. So.
Famous last words. There you go. Hello, Mr. Tenebrum.
Everything stops for tea. It does indeed. Cheers.
But yeah, this is the new setup now for collabs and stuff. I've got other things as well. So I've got collab 3 and 4.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Also, as well, because I'm going through 2 different cameras, I can actually have this camera, which is an entirely different angle from the one that is being viewed on my stream.
We get to see behind the scenes.
Yeah, you do. But I'll put it up there for now.
But yes, how are we all doing? How are we all faring? Hopefully this is coming through nice and smooth for everyone.
Smooth as a baby's bottom.
What happened to the baby alligator?
Right. Just to catch up with chat. Silver Moonlight, how you doing? Silver says hi 6+ and hi to the family.
Hello. Hello.
Bellfloor saying hi family. The gorgeous people. She's talking about you, Mark.
Is she? Don't know where she's looking.
She can't be referring to us.
Well, what was it? So the other half's popped to the in-laws with the doggy, so I got some peace of quiet. So yeah. So I can have some normalcy, because this weekend has not been normal.
Too many sprues, how you doing it, my friend? Let's just reopen. Too many tabs open on my iPad.
But yeah, honestly,
you can tell
how's
we're all
everyone
prepared and professional.
Professional, my arse.
Hey, if you had an OnlyFans account, you could say that. You could say you have a professional arse.
Yeah, I don't really have the money for that.
Yeah, only loops.
But yes, I'm getting these Pirate Ogres primed up. I might as well crack on with something.
Crack-a-lackin'. I just realised I can't see your chat. I want to rectify that.
But yes, it is confirmed. I'm coming up to GriffCon. Now the thing is, what I may do, move the mic back a little bit and break the mic.
You can't stop the mic, you can't stop the mic, you can't stop the mic. Psych.
I was going to do something, my brain's gone blank. But yeah, no, it's just been a bit of a manic week. Some people know, some people don't. But yeah, it's just been busy.
There you go. I can now see your chat next to mine.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Right. I'm going to be painting up some scatter terrain for GriffCon.
Nice. Let me move that over. Ah! Sabenya! Zaboopy papa!
Semenya! You are the chosen one, Simba.
I think you need to have a new choice because I kind of broke that. I think I broke the choice.
Hey, we both tried to pull the sword from the stone.
We didn't try it together, did we?
This is true. I don't want to share being king.
Well,
I want to rule over all.
what happened if we could have shared custody of kingship?
What me like Sunday through Wednesday, and then you can have Wednesday through Saturday.
Yeah, but then I get
We'll do a
the...
half day each on Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, or like I grab like the bank holidays or something. We share the bank holidays out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, bank holidays, you can probably have them. I'd kind of like the day off.
Okay, fine, I'll take the bank holiday.
I spent the last 15 years working bank holidays, so your turn.
I was originally working all bank holidays until my current job.
Yeah. Well, one of the pitfalls of working in the entertainment industry, and that people want to be entertained on their days off.
I can understand that. My pitfall was retail.
Selfish people. Right. I need to pick some colours. What colours do I want? That's quite a nice colour, actually. Not used that for anything. That'll be quite nice on these crates. Put the camera somewhere so you can actually see what I'm doing. This is actually a paint I don't think I've ever opened or used.
Push the ogre back. But
I will be right back. I've just realised I have not set up my wet palette.
Sacrilege. Sacrilege.
I know.
But yeah, I'm trying to something a bit different
it's quite
with these
a crusty,
ogres.
dry palette at the minute.
Oh, is it a crusty palette?
I've not used it. It's literally got a fresh sheet on it, but I wet it for use on the last stream and then didn't use it. So it's just got a very crinkly piece of dry paper on top. So I'll be right back.
But yeah, how's everyone's weekend going? Hello, Jotun. It goes out the window, it does, but it's all good, it's all good. Need to contact the landlord because I found out he's selling up his business and retiring. So I need to make sure he's not going to sell the property.
Right, I'm back.
He's back with a brand new cap.
I'm back from outer space. Doing Spruce, doing well, a bit rough, couple of weeks, but I'm okay. I'm sorry that you've had a bit of a rough time, but I'm glad it's getting better for you, Spruce.
Hope you feel better
you guys
soon.
making terrain for Griffcon? I am, yes. And hey, Mr. Jotun. It goes. How are you all? Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Itchy nose. Itchy nose.
Mm. So, Mr. Fruit Loop, it's been a little while since we had a little bit of a proper catch up.
Yes.
You do you very kindly message me every so often, just to make sure that I'm still alive.
Well, I got
which
to.
I very much appreciate.
I got to make sure people were still kicking. Because
yeah, you still there? Good.
It's like, you still alive? Okay, you're alive.
Slightly twitching. It's like, yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, I contact Lady G. Is he alive? Yeah, he's kicking. Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, how go things in the world of Mr. 6 Plus?
Just non-stop, really. In all fairness, don't really get a chance.
Non-stop real life going on.
Yeah, it is. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's just like can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
It's the usual kind of shenanigans, ain't it?
Yeah, I think we've all been there.
But it is what it is. There's not much we can do. Got my Templars all painted up currently. He says, famous last words. And just getting bits and pieces back on track. That's the best way to put it. Yourself?
Yeah, well, Beth completed her practical DV last week.
I saw. Well done.
Yep. Very, very proud, Daddy.
You should be.
Well, I think the person that should be most proud is her.
Oh, 100%. Oi, take
She's
the
just
praise.
shouted out, I'm not.
Take the praise. You done well.
Yeah. Accept it when people say good things about you.
Now.
Yes. I'll be coming up soon and I'll be telling you to your face.
Raven, how you doing? Talking of GriffCon. How goes things at your end? Does it come through on Mark's stream as well? No. So the people on his stream are just seeing me just randomly miming along to something that they can't hear.
we know what it is because I can tell
Yeah.
because you do the exact same thing every time.
I know. Yeah, I have a choreographed routine for it.
Oh God, my little Noblar went flying.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
Someone's gonna just soundbite that. My Noblar went flying.
Apparently his Nobler went flying.
Okay.
Oh dear.
How you doing, Jet? How's everyone's weekend going? How's it going? Hopefully not out the window.
Finished with bronze, silver, or gold. There's 2 minutes. Oh yeah. Oh, for DV, yeah, bronze. Yeah. Beth was asked if she wanted to do silver. Her response was
Now.
no.
Meow.
But all the kids that completed it should be very proud of. All the ones that did it and didn't complete it should also be very proud of themselves. Because at the end of the day, I don't blame anybody. Because hard things are hard.
Yeah, and the thing is, anything worthwhile doing is not going to be easy.
No. So what were you saying about GriffCon? Oh, just that this is what I'm painting for now is more scenery for GriffCon. Me and Mr. Fruit Loop will both be there. Actually, I haven't had a chance to do it. There's putting up the logos on the channel.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, putting the logos up saying that I'm going to be there. I haven't had a chance to put those on. I was so busy trying to get set up to connect with your good self.
It's all good. I'll throw it on in a wee bit. Well, I'll still need to book the hotel because need to have access to free parking, and a lot of the hotels now charge.
Too Many Sprue said, I finally completed my gold.
Oh,
Went to
nice.
London to receive it last month. Nice. So what's involved for that? Like leave you on a desert island or something, full Bear Grylls style or something?
Or do they just throw you down to Land's End and go, get back home?
Yeah. Drop you off in the middle of nowhere, throw you out the back of a van blindfolded and say, right, make your way home. And by the way, there's a spy drone hunting you as well that will shoot to kill.
I should be, Lawson. I should be. How are you keeping, good sir?
I kayaked 140 kilometers in Scotland across Loch Ness. Oh, nice.
Pardon? 140 what? You hiked 140 kilometers in Scotland around Loch... Is Loch Ness 140 kilometers?
No, he said he kayaked, so he rode across.
Oh, he kayaked. Okay. Sorry, yeah. I was just like, my reading and impairment is not very good.
Yeah, he was in a boat. That's really cool.
Forgot to get tools for the car I'm doing, so I don't have to... Oh, fair enough, good sir, fair enough. Plus the volunteering skill. Ah, yes, fair enough.
The volunteering skill physical was all for a year. Okay. Yeah, Beth's still doing the volunteering side of it. She's actually been volunteering at our local library.
Nice. Very
Read
nice.
books, kids.
I do believe some libraries now, for a while now, do audiobooks as well.
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just got pigeons having a kung fu fight outside my window.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
It was so weird. Hello, Nurgle.
Ha! I see you have come for my birdseed.
Maybe the Green Man. The problem is Green Man's prices have gone up.
Saturday Neptune Staircase and went up to Inverness.
Ooh.
Loch Ness was just part of the journey. Okay.
Ah, fair enough.
But still, I bet there was some epic views. Although doing it in October was probably a bit on the chilly side. Although I suppose you don't really want to be doing stuff like that in like midsummer, where you've got like the sun bearing down on you constantly.
Oh yeah, if you get that sun and heat on you, you are going to be flagging very quick.
Yeah. I would imagine so. Any more of these? Any of these? are different. All of those ones are different. Yeah, it was epic. A bit cold, and I got folded in half and shoved in a little boat. Damn, did I ache? Oh, I bet. I mean,
Yeah,
just,
you're gonna be
just your arms more than anything.
Yeah, you're gonna be hurting. You are gonna be hurting.
How long did that take you? For those that haven't met me, I'm rather lanky. I can confirm. The lovely beanpole got too many bruises.
You said it politer than me.
6 days. Oh, so obviously. So did you like have to like carry like a load of camping gear and stuff with you, or did you have like regular stops where you like stayed over places? Or did you have to carry like a load of camping gear and camp by the side of the river?
Ooh, thank you for the subscription. Welcome in. I need to sort out my YouTube and stuff subscription notifications because I got them integrated together. So I'm like, which one's which?
All right, what color am I going to do these barrels? I did the last ones yellow, so I kind of want to do them in different color.
But yes, thank you for the subscription, Van. Thank you very much.
I think I want to go with orange. No,
Ooh.
orange. I don't know how bright I want to go with it. How bright of an orange? I'll probably go with this. Bit of Fire Dragon bright. That'll do. Where is my stippling brush?
Try not to let my Noblar fly away this time.
Yeah, we just pulled up at the end of the day and set up camp. Right, so not only were you kayaking, but you were kayaking with like a huge backpack full of supplies.
Damn. But yeah, how's everyone's weekend going? Itchy nose. Itchy nose all lane.
I had the first full Saturday
To yourself?
in about a month. No, quite the opposite. Where I actually spent the whole day with my wife and daughter.
Nice.
I say the whole day.
I don't know why my voice went weird for a second.
Yeah, they popped out in the morning to meet up with a friend of theirs. I was going to go with them, but our Asda delivery was late, so I had to stay at home and wait for it.
Ah, fair enough.
But yeah, no, we actually spent most of the day together for the first time in about a month.
No.
I do love a bit of family time. Raven says it's awesome that wild camping is allowed anywhere in Scotland. Well, I don't know if it's allowed anywhere, but
it's allowed a lot more places, I would say.
Yeah. But it's also as well that there's a lot more like common land.
Yes.
So the further south you go, the more rural it becomes. So any kind of fields and that you might kind of want to camp in are usually mostly privately owned, or they're farmland or something.
Mm.
There's not actually a huge amount of like greenbelt spaces.
Yeah. The open species.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's not a lot of places that don't have like ordinances on them and stuff. So it's like Scotland is almost the same size as England, but it's only got like a fraction of the population.
Yes. I would love to go to Scotland at some point.
Oh, I would at some point. Although we've just discovered recently the joys of Cornwall, so we're planning a few more holidays down your way.
Sorry, Mrs. G, I'm taking Mr. G up to Scotland. Bye. Hey, should we get cloth on the way?
Apparently, next time we go down to Cornwall, he's whisking me off to Scotland without you.
Wild camping is illegal in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Ah, fair enough. So basically, in Scotland, anywhere that is classed as like open wild that is not owned, you are allowed to camp there. That's the difference, and I presume. Which is good. It's good to get back to, nature and stuff. I used to love camping. I know, obviously, yourself, Mr. Gus, you like the idea of camping, you just don't find it that comfortable.
Yeah, I like the idea and everything. I like the idea of camping. I don't like sleeping in tents.
There you go.
That's it. I love everything else about camping, like the hikes in the wilderness, all the equipment and that, cooking over a stove and that, sort of living a bit rough. I actually really like the idea of all that. But sleeping in a tent, just like, no, just can't. It's horrible. I can't do it.
Feel my pain. Hello, Simon. Hello.
Simon, you beautiful, beautiful human, you.
Oh, you can legally wild camp in Dartmoor National Park in England. Ah, so, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are places where you can, but
yeah,
it's just that
it's not as prolific or as easy as in Scotland.
The problem is there's a lot of like ordinances on like Greenbelt, and there's a lot of like preservation efforts and that for it, and unfortunately that means not allowing camping because campers come along and leave rubbish.
Oh, I do have some good news for hobbying for myself. Alright, shock horror. I may be giving 40k another go.
Oh, really?
Yep. There's a little friendly kind of event going on. That is for like beginners and stuff. So it's like 1,000 points game, so you can have maybe 2 or 3 in a day. But I've got such a disdain for competitive play. It killed my enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving this a go.
Of course, now's a good time too because they've just dropped 9 pages of rules changes.
Yeah, that's. I'm not gonna go there per se. I just. I do find GW, some of the stuff they do is a little bit difficult unless you're playing that game and that's the only kind of game you're playing. You can struggle to keep up with it. And I stepped away for some time, and me looking back at it, I'm kind of like, holy crap, how much have they changed? It's just...
Yeah.
It's quite daunting.
Yeah. I do want to try out one-page rules at some point. A lot of people have sort of said that they're worth having a look at.
I would happily give people some games with one-page rules. It's just, it's one of those things where you always need people to play with. And down my neck of the woods, a lot of the people in my local area are happy with what they're already playing. So you can't
But
get,
I mean,
you
it's
know,
not like there's any kind of buy-in for it, because if you
yeah,
play in 40k already, you already have the models.
yeah,
And
100%.
it literally takes you 10 minutes to learn the rules. So it's not really hard to say, let's just have a game of this today. We'll bring your models and that, we'll slap them down. It'll take you 10 minutes to learn the rules and we'll play a game.
Yeah, and that's what I was hoping. It was a bit weird. It just felt a bit like, oh well, if I'm playing, I might as well be playing 40k, and it's like, yeah, but this allows you to just play ultra chill.
Yeah.
But each to their own.
Indeed, indeed. Right, I want to go for a light grey on here. Which one of these is lighter?
Me crazy. How am I crazy? Or how am I any more crazy?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to quantify that. It's like... there are degrees of crazy. Jimmy Sprue says on the camping thing, well, you're not supposed to leave rubbish. Yeah, you're not supposed to, but people do, and that's the problem.
Yeah, like, I personally, it's one of those things that always, like, grinds me more than anything else, is when people just leave rubbish, and it's like, there's a freaking bin, like, 10 steps away from you. Just take your rubbish, or if you're out camping or whatever, just take a plastic bag with you and put all your rubbish in the bag. When you go back that you can dispose of rubbish, put it in the bin. Done.
No, it just comes down to lazy people that can't
Yeah.
be bothered to carry their rubbish. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, if I just leave it, I don't have to carry it then. Lazy, selfish people. Unfortunately, the rules that disallow camping and that are have to be catered towards the lowest common denominator. The exception to the rule that ruins it for the ones that actually follow the rules.
Oh, honestly, don't. Okay. People leaving their car like a bin triggers me so hard. Like, I despise it. I will actively look around in the car and be like, I don't want to be in this place. It just really makes me itch. Like, I can understand maybe the odd rapper and stuff like that. But I've seen some people where it's just left around and I'm like, why? Why?
I've seen whole tents discarded in bushes.
What? With the cost of a tent?
Yeah, well, it's probably like the tent got like accidentally ripped or damaged or something. And they just decided, yeah, we're just going to chuck it in a bush and leave it. We'll buy a new one when we get home.
Simon makes a good point. So Ash Baker, Guerrilla Miniatures, made a very good point about the new Spearhead rules, which are complete in the rulebook, along with all the army lists. He said that the best thing GW could do is just leave it alone. It works really well and doesn't need FAQ updates.
But they will.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Like, if it's a working mess, I don't have a go at that. If it's a mess because people are lazy, that's what I have a go at.
The problem is that the game is now far too catered to competitive players. And so every time that like the competitive scene is showing that like one or two lists and that are rising to the top. Oh no, we need to patch this now because everything needs to be perfectly balanced. But no, it doesn't. Wait until the next edition. Let it lie. Leave it as it is. People are still enjoying themselves with it being broken, as you say. It kind of feels like that scene. Do you remember the scene from Father Ted, where they're giving away a car, and he spots a dent in the car?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, we'll just hammer that out. And he tries to get rid of the dent with like tiny little taps of a hammer. And he's like, oh sorry, I just made a little extra dent, and I'll just tap it a bit more the other way. And then it just fast forward cuts to the fact that the car is now entirely covered in dents to the point where it's absolutely ruined.
Yep.
It's like, if you'd have just left it alone. And that kind of feels like what they do by keep updating the rules for their games and that, like, far too often.
It's a difficult one because
it feels like every time I play a game, I have to download and reread the rules because they've changed something.
Yeah, that's my problem. Is I used to play an awful lot. I used to play an awful lot of Games Workshop games. Every week I was playing a minimum of 1 to 2 games a week. That could be 40k, AOS, Middle Earth, and sometimes Horus Heresy. You know, other things rolled in. But as soon as you step away from it, it just... If you're not doing it on the regular, you're kind of like, holy crap, what is this? Like, and I know people say you can play it straight out the core rules, you can play it straight out the book, but then there's a double-edged sword that if there's something wrong just in the book and there's an update to fix that glaringly wrong issue, you can't pick and choose. You can't just go, I'll just use that one FAQ. It doesn't really work like that. And it does make it difficult.
Because at the end of the day, you're playing with other people, and unless other people are doing the exact same as you, which 9 times out of 10 they're not going to be.
Yeah. And, like, people I know are like, oh, you're just against, you're against 40k. No, I'm not against 40k. I'm against it being feeling like you have to just... I don't know, it just feels very much if you play anything else, you struggle.
I'm against it changing every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's all I...
Can't you just let the game lie for a bit? It's like...
Yeah, and I know people say, oh, that, you know, this is the first major update since its inception. I can understand that. But then when the armies keep getting tweaked...
Yeah, but why does it need to have a major update? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh,
it gets updated every 3 years as it is. That's too quick already.
Yeah.
Now if they're making major rules changes and that only a year later, it's like, give us a chance, dude. Give us a chance. I barely even played with the other rules.
Yeah, like, I hold my hands up. There's people out there that be like, oh, you barely play the game, so it's going to be such a big difference. Fine, I can understand that as a part of the discussion. My thing is, Devastating Wounds has now changed to its 3rd iteration.
Too Many Sprue says he's getting high on sprue glue, trying to get fixed las cannons. Although he spelled it last cannons, so I've just got this image now of this cannon that just fires women at people. This is my last cannon.
Clean out this airbrush in a minute.
Roland Rattus, my name just came back from church this morning, and she painted the 16th chapel. Okay. What happened to the first 15? I think it means the Sistine Chapel, but okay. Part 2 by 11:30 a.m. What have you been doing?
But yeah, honestly, how are we all doing anyway?
I painted the 17th, so no.
Because I had colleagues of mine say, "Oh, I know you don't like 40k, but Dark Angels have had an update," and it was just, I don't know why that really got underneath my skin. I was just like, I know about the updates. I read them because they changed weapon profiles and they'd updated detachments and stuff like that. And part of me was just like,
making an awfully big assumption there.
like the updates that they'd done were stuff that people with 2 brain cells looked at the rules and went, these should have been here from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like, you say, for example, the Inner Circle Companions that have Tyrannic Greatswords from the Heresy and all this and all that. The AP1. It's like,
right.
These are supposed to be relic, big, broad greatswords, like huge sweeping ones. Yeah, the AP1. It's like, so they're the same strength and the same kind of thing as a power sword or stuff like that. And it was just like, just pip them up to AP2. Suddenly come out, everyone's like, yeah, they're oh yeah, GW. It's like they should have done that from the beginning. What? Why?
And talking of new Dark Angel stuff, did you see the Tomy plushies?
No.
They announced the new Tomy plushies. There is a plushie Watcher in the Dark.
Sorry, what? I'm going to have a look in a moment.
Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up. It would be right. They're also doing the Sassy Nurgling as a plush as well. And you can get a servo skull. Shit.
Trying to use up this paint minute.
Here we go. There it is.
I'll grab it a moment.
He's even carrying a little plushy lion helm.
Oh my god, I need to have a look at this. Where's an old brush?
But how cute is that?
Stay there. Hairbrush, stay there.
Starcon, dude, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. How you doing?
Oh damn! Oh damn!
Very nice. Thank you very much. Totally unnecessary, but I really do appreciate that. Thank you. How you doing, my friend? Prizzies, good morning. Midsummer Festival may have taken a little toll on the old sleep patterns. Yeah. It's like sitting up last night just was like, oh, it's really tired, but it's like, it's too early to go to bed. What are you talking about? It's like 9 o'clock. It's like, is it? But the sun's still up. Well, not that I go to bed at that time normally anyway, but I'm normally, it's normal to feel tired at that time. It just felt weird. It's like the sun's still up. Why am I flagging?
Alright, let's have a look at this plushie in a moment. I'm just cleaning out the old airbrush.
Prezi says, just woke up. It's 3 a.m. Our sun doesn't set at all this time of year. Gotcha. Thank you for the 50 bits played on the French fart. Fart in your general direction. It's 3 p.m. Okay. Doesn't even know if it's day or night. Oh, wow. So does that mean that you've overslept or underslept?
Just something.
By 12 hours. Yeah. Are you seeing the plushie now?
Okay, cool. That's the airbrush cleaned a minute.
Why not both? Random. Hi all. Has Gus recovered from his grenade dodging injury? Yeah, so, context required for those that don't know. Mark, you know that I've got a redeem to for the chat to throw holy hand grenades at me, right?
Oh yes, because
well, I usually make a point of like dodging them to see if they can actually hit me or not. So if I'm on screen when it actually goes off, then they've hit me. They decided to barrage me with like loads of them the other day, and through dodging one of them and that, I whacked my head on the desk. You got me while monologuing. That's cheeky.
There you go.
I didn't even.
I done that well too well. Alright, let's have a little look a minute at this plushie that Gus is on about. Let's have a look.
Thank you very much for the prime resub. Missed.
Little trick, getting monologue again. Monologue. Oh my god, this is so cool.
Mrs. G. Thank you very much for the resub with Prime there, Jotun, and kicking off a hype train as well, no less.
Alright, let's see what's going on here.
Right, tea time.
So where was this plushie?
If someone throws a grenade at me while I'm drinking tea, that is very bad form.
Is it?
It's ungentlemanly conduct.
There you go.
Does it count as ungentlemanly when it's my wife that does it? I didn't do that one. I was talking about Mark. Mark is my other wife. Okay.
Oh my god, I want this plushie. It's so cute.
Got a war going on here.
Batten down the hatches! Man the battlements! I'm under attack!
It's lucky I don't have a redeem like that. I've never got anything done. That's so cool.
Oh, God. Oh, thank you.
I love that plushie. That is so cool.
Oh, I suppose I deserve that one. It seems now that sound alerts never, bits you spent on sound alerts never used to count towards hype trains, but it seems they now do.
Right?
Yeah. Well, Precisis.
Precisis?
God damn it! I'm just going to stay down here.
Yeah, that's why I don't have it as redeemed, because I'd never get anything done.
there something I can actually throw at my wife from across the room?
You're just not going to win. You've lost it, sir.
Oh dear.
So,
we have fun here.
so Mr. Gus, when do you want me to get you that Gribble plushie?
Ow.
Oh, is it you or me that your streamer's frozen for? Might be me. Ah!
Ah.
Missed!
I'll just come round and actually get you with a proper holy hand grenade next time. How's that?
Well, some people in chat have kind of suggested the idea that they should all 3D print holy hand grenades and then throw them at me at GriffCon.
That's a good idea. I've actually got a file for a holy hand grenade.
Not you as well.
What? My printer goes brr. I got some filament. I got some filament that needs using up. I'll just get little ones, like little grape shot ones.
Right, we've had some bad dad joke redeems. Princess, thank you very much for the 100 bits compensation for the explosives. Thank you very much. Right, so Mr. Yoten has redeemed some bad dad jokes. I actually need to get a sound redeemed for that. There's actually a Monty Python one that I want to add, but I can't find a decent sound bite for it. I might have to like sample it myself. From I think it was from Now for Something Completely Different, which was like the compilation movie that they did. One of the sketches that they did is the world's funniest joke. And there's a part of that where they where the military have discovered the joke and they try to weaponize it to use against the Germans in World War II. And there's a wonderful scene where there's like a sergeant major who's like, tell the joke, and they all pull out the joke that they've all got, and it's written in German, so none of them understand it. So I kind of want to get that soundbite of the sergeant major just going, tell the joke. I think that would be quite funny. So, why don't oysters share their pearls? Because they're shellfish. I need to have this up.
I think what makes it funnier is Beth doing the slow clap.
There we go. I need that added on. So, Dad, where did you learn to make banana splits? Sunday school. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl using the bathroom? Because the P is silent. There you go.
Just
Your
morbid
bad dad joke
silence.
Oh, we completed a level 1 hype train. Woo!
Nice.
All the hype.
Choo choo.
Oh dear, that last one. Jotun says, Beth, stop growing up. You're making us old.
Ha!
It's going to happen. It's going to happen one way or another. There's no way of stopping it. Just got to ride along.
That's charming, isn't it?
What's that?
Making everyone feel old and just going, ha ha.
Wait until everyone starts making you feel old.
Yeah, it will happen to you one day.
No!
The future generations will call you old for the things that you come out with.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
It will happen to you.
No.
It will happen. It will happen
It
in the
will.
next
Now!
15 to 20 years.
Someone must make a plushy holy hand grenade that we can throw at them. I mean, if I got enough takers, yeah, if I got enough takers for it, it would be. We could get it commissioned.
Yes, please. Emma,
How many can she do?
I
I can't. You got to imagine that there's a knitting pattern out there for it.
Oh, there is.
Well, it's just the orb from the crown jewels, isn't it? It's probably quite. In fact, yeah, just
you
look
could
up crown jewel plushies.
So you could cheat with the knitting or cross stitching, cross stitch a ball or knit a ball, and then cross stitch a cross. Attach the two together. There you go.
There's stuff everywhere. President says, remember to buy a Diglett plushie and throw it at Mike Moans. You know you don't have to suffer alone. I'm not sure I get the reference.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the reference? Like, seriously, what's the reference? Does he not like
There's
Pokemon?
a holy hand grenade plushie for sale on Amazon.
Oh my god.
I'm going on Amazon.
Link, please put the link. Please put the link. Is it just Mike hates Diglett? I thought it was because he was into mud slaps or something.
I was trying to not say that.
Hey, that's a Pokemon move.
Not spending 44 quid on it, getting a holy hand grenade.
Sorry?
It's only $35. It says here. Factory Entertainment Monty Python and the Holy Grail Holy Hand Grenade plush, gold 8 inches.
Got a holy hand grenade bath bomb.
That's cool. I mean, look up on Temu or AliExpress because if there's a plushie of it, 9 times out of 10 there's a knockoff plushie out there somewhere. It's like a fraction of the price.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind maybe playing some one-page rules up at GriffCon, but we shall wait and see.
Brett, where was I? I was here.
Dodging grenades.
Yeah, now having my nose booped. You play my nose like bongos. Oh, you're funny, child. Sorry, I said that wrong. You're a funny child.
Hey, Mr. G, did you still want to go Warhammer World?
Hell yeah! I got the time booked off and everything. In fact, I've managed to coincide a family holiday with some friends up in Nottingham in the week leading up to that weekend that we were talking about.
All stars are aligning.
Yeah.
So I take that as a yes then, good sir.
Sorry, what?
I take that as a yes then. Warhammer World. Bambi.
Oh, yes. I was like, what? Was that was a full-on, my brain was loading moment.
You look like Bambi in their head, like, so much. But they're like, oh, yeah.
I just had the spinning Google logo, like buffering.
Poor Bambi had a bit
Yes,
of a
yes.
misfire. Poor Bambi had a bit of a misfire, didn't she?
I was like, huh? What? Huh?
As you were. Did you want me to bring up more of that Cornish tea for you, good sir?
Oh, hell yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, that reminds me. I never asked you in that. Those jars of preserves we got you. How were they?
Absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
I
was really curious about like that caramel one.
I devoured that in about a fortnight of just having it for breakfast. Not just the preservative, but putting it on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't just eating a jar.
Apparently, that stuff goes very nice on digestive biscuits.
I can imagine it went really, really well on crumpets and similar things.
I bet.
Well, me and the other half are being good because she started Slimming World about 6 weeks ago. 6 to 7 weeks ago now. And she's
Nice.
1 pound away from her first stone.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Yeah, which, she's the first to admit it. With weight and stuff, she's always been bouncing, to put it politely. My one's been a bit of a weird one with weight because I was always ultra skinny. Then I'd balloon a bit, not massively, but I would just swell. And then I go ultra skinny, and then I'll swell. So now this is allowing me to support her because then I know what's going on, but also watch my own weight.
Yeah. So yeah, in 2019, me and Louise were doing the same thing. She was actually like attending these like Slimming World meetings, and I was basically doing the diet along with her.
Yeah.
And we were doing we were weighing ourselves at home and stuff. And actually managed to lose about 2 stone. Got down to like 17 stone. It was like, which is still pretty chunky, but
yeah, but that's still a nicer weight, isn't it?
Yeah, but then lockdowns happened, and
yes,
kind of all that kind of went out the window. Because we were doing like a lot of sort of going out like every weekend, a lot of walking day trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How much is a stone in kilograms? Don't know.
Oh damn it! I used to know. 3 something? Wait a minute. 2 seconds.
So 6 1/3. 6 1/3 kilograms.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So I lost about 12.5 kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got down to 17 stone. Since then, I've put like 4 or 5 stone on. I lost 2, put on 4.
In all fairness, stone and things like that has been around in memorial. It's been around for so long. Kilograms and stuff was brought in as a way of an easier way of teaching, and kilograms, centimeters, meters, all the decimal metrics were brought in to streamline factory work and utilities and replacement parts. So it just made it a lot easier to be like, here's a nut, it is 10 mil nut, so on and so forth. Whereas before it wasn't as uniform.
Yeah, it's just imperial measurements. I mean, a stone is 14 pounds.
Yeah, so. Yeah. But that's why it was brought in. It was easier to learn as well. It was also how things changed from shillings and stuff and hepney and things like that over to pennies and pounds.
But yeah. It's the same way that the games that we play use inches, but standardized measurements is in millimeters for most like British engineering stuff like that now. But for gaming purposes, we still use imperial measurements because it's just what people are used to. I know exactly what 6 inches is. I can picture it in my head. I couldn't tell you like what 100. I couldn't picture in my head what 100 millimeters is.
The only reason why I kind of got a half decent understanding of the different measurements was when I was doing my engineering. We had to know both measurements. For then certain parts of the designs would go to different parts of the world, and different parts of the world used either imperial or metric. So you had to learn how to interchange it, and it was quite surprising what parts of the world would have different measurements. For example, different parts of America use different measurements. They're not all just imperial. There is parts where they are metric, depending on the situation.
Huh? Where are my glasses? In my bag. I'm not doing fine detail work, so I don't need them.
Yeah. Not all American measurements, but yeah, a good chunk of it. A good chunk of it.
What did you say? No.
But it is, I would say it is a great skill if you can learn it. To learn the rudimentaries of both metrics. If you can learn imperial and decimal.
Raven says that's man inches, Gus.
Yeah, UK is a very strange mix. We do some measuring in miles while yeah, that's the thing. It's quite interesting.
As opposed to women inches.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Yeah, we do height and weight.
Because men have been telling women for centuries that this is 6 inches.
We're not going there, mister. We're not going there. Oh, yeah, horses are measured in hands. They're actually measured in hands.
Yeah, handspans, yeah.
That's a thing that's just since time immemorial. Ah, try and blow my nose, not on camera. There you go.
We do human height in weight.
And Japanese,
Height in pounds and feet. Yeah.
I believe Japanese is their own one. I believe.
Oh, really? They have their own. They have their own measurement system.
I think. I'm not quite sure, but yeah.
No, the Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's in relation to their currency as well. Like a lot of countries, like England, for example, you'll notice a change in currency, sometimes in relation to measurements and stuff.
Mm. See you later.
Oh, you do think.
Yeah. Say goodbye to Mrs. G. She's off to play D&D.
I got my nerd bag.
Mwah. See you later, darling.
In my bag.
You got your nerd bag.
My nerd bag.
A nerd bag with your D&D handbook and all your dice in,
Yeah.
and your writing paper and your pens and.
Yeah.
Raven says, "Have fun." So there's too many screws. Yeah. At least the cars use nuts in millimeters, which means we can work on them with European tools, which is rather handy. Yeah, wasn't there like a big issue like during like World War II or something where we were shipping, or where either we were shipping like tanks out to America or vice versa, and the production for like the body was being done in one factory.
Yes.
In like the US or the UK, and the turret was being done in the other factory.
Yeah, and that
one of them was using imperial measurements, and one of them was using metric.
100%.
When they put them together, the turret didn't fit.
Yep, that is 100%. That's why a lot of countries for some time now they have to agree on a metric. That parts are made in so many different places, they have to agree in it and understand it, because even if you convert over from metric to imperial to metric, there can be some disparity with tolerances.
Yeah. Because a lot of these like different measurement systems that come into being, and that they don't use a mathematical basis for them. It's usually down to like a ruler or something, or somebody in like some industry. Well, we've invented this new thing. We now need a standardized measurement everybody uses. Let's just pick something arbitrary. Okay, we'll use my forearm as the standard measurement.
Well, a lot of them,
that's just what we'll go by.
American English Imperial actually be different. I think it's inches specifically as a result. Definite. Blah, blah, blah. That is correct. Yes, that is correct with the difference in the inch. It's you wouldn't notice it if you just chopping a piece of wood, or something like that. But when it's becoming to machining parts that need to fit together nice and snug, it will backfire. Yes, the standardized one. Yep, 100%. Meh. Almost done with the first coat on these ogres.
Ogres.
Yeah, these are my piratical ogres. So for people that know GW and stuff like that, I've got a tyrant, I've got a hunter, I've got a fire belly, I've got another potential tyrant if I need one. I then have 2 lots of 6 bulls or gluttons. And I have 2 Mournfang cavalry. And that's what I've got at this moment in time. Hit it with a hammer, yeah, until the hammer breaks. But yeah, I'm doing the Zenithal method and then contrasty. I may be giving away that that ogre that I painted up a little while ago.
Oh, nice. A pot of Black Templar contrast had glooped up, so I needed to add a bit of medium to it to rethin it.
Meh.
Nyeh.
Nyeh.
The knights will say nyeh.
Nyeh. But yeah, these files are all from Titanforge.
Oh yeah.
They're from their Blood Sail Ogres. I will say, if anyone's got an airbrush and they want to prime their models up in like a nice dark colour, but maybe not black, using this Panzer German Grey, it's really, really good. I used it for the overall layer colour for that Legion of the Damned model that I painted up. I done it black and then pretty much all over except for the recesses. I went back over with this Panzer.
That model was so nice that you done.
Thank you, sir. It was my first ever time trying to edge highlight like GW.
I've been a huge fan of Legion of the Damned right from the time that I got into the hobby.
Yeah.
Because I remember in the very early days, they were kind of always kind of presented in the lore and stuff. And then they got rules in, like, I think it was Codex Ultramarines for a 2nd edition. It was the first time they got like table rules. And yeah, they were kind of this really cool kind of thing in the background that was like, oh my god, they look so awesome.
I am not looking at 3D printing out a Legion of the Damned, like 500 point little force. Because the Legion of the Damned will just fit into any Imperial army.
American and English Imperial can actually be different. I think it's inches specifically. As a result of the definitions above, the US inch was effectively defined as 25.4, a whole lot of decimals, millimeters. With reference to the UK, inch is 25.399. So yeah, it was off by like. It was only off by like thousandths of a millimeter.
Yeah. I do believe so random there was, and then what they done, I think in 8th edition, they brought out Legends rules for the Legion of the Damned. The problem is the Legion of the Damned has just been like dropped now, as in like supported, it's just gone. Which I do find that as a shame, because in the lore, the literature, the Legion of the Damned is more and more prevalent than ever before because of the Cicatrix Maledictum, the rip across the galactic.
Maybe them being more prevalent is going to lead them to get their own full army rules.
I would love there just to be. This is wishful thinking. I personally would love there to be a white dwarf that comes out that here's a detachment for your Space Marines that allows you to be like, here's a detachment of Legion of the Damned. So it's just detachment rules, enhancements.
They did that all the way back in like 3rd edition when they actually had like a Legion of the Damned full army list that they produced in White Dwarf.
Yeah, and then have that detachment, and then maybe have a Death Watch, not a Death Watch, sorry, a Legion of the Damned strike force or something. That this is how you can build a intercessor squad, loadout, blah blah blah, and that's like, you know, it is a way that they can work with their rules that they got now, which is very, you can lock stuff in and lock stuff out and so on and so forth, and just encourage people with it. Like, why not? Like, I would personally love that.
Oh yeah, all over that like a fat kid on cake. Wasn't there a Rogue Trader era White Dwarf issue with rules? I seem to recall from when I was young. I don't know whether that was Rogue Trader or not. I think they might have introduced like a single unit that in like the Rogue Trader era. I'm not sure, but I know that they introduced in actually 2nd edition and 3rd edition, I think. White Dwarf published a full army list for them. So I remember because I had the Sergeant Centurus model, which was included as a special character you could add.
Yeah, but I would love to have a Legion of Damn force, and what I'll do it the next, like, a progression from my Black Templars, that they're all painted like traditional, like I've done the first test one, but then I purchased some white oil paint, and what I'll do is I'll put that in all the recesses so it's glowing from the inside out, and then tint it yellow so every single panel's basically glowing, and have a red white glow directly from below, and just have like the base on fire, so they're just walking through fire. Because to me, that is Legion of the Damned. You know, that is walking
back
through.
When I first started, I looked at like the blend work that they painted like on the flames and stuff. Because back then there wasn't any Legion of the Damned models; they were just regular Space Marine models.
Yeah,
painted with bones and flames, like all done freehand on them. And to me, at the time, with my 13-year-old eyes, I was like,
holy smokes!
God, that is the pinnacle of talent and high-level painting and that I will never achieve in my lifetime. I look at those like early paint jobs now, and it's like, if I knew then what I knew now, and I had the tools that I have now back then, I could do that easily.
Yeah, it's quite the difference now with the tools and the technology nowadays compared to when we first started. It's quite the change.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to think as well that if you look back at like old Golden Demon winners and stuff like that, you look at the stuff that like used to win, like the Slayer Sword and things like that, and they wouldn't even place now.
Yeah, 100%. I would say that's just it's really showcasing how technology and just knowledge have just progressed.
Yeah,
because you can get stuff now so easily, obviously with the advent of the internet.
So if you're hearing a lot of rattling and that, I'm shaking up my dirty down rust.
They'll probably be hearing my airbrush.
This stuff takes the sediment settles so much at the bottom that it takes so much shaking to actually get it back to a usable state.
Yep, because it's so like not thick, but yeah.
No, it's it's just that there's like a particulate inside the mix, and it all settles at the bottom of the pot and goes rock hard, even in the liquid.
I noticed that even with my vortex mixer, it took forever and a day to mix mine up.
The thing is, you have to shake it for about 5 minutes before you even dislodge the ball from the sediment that it's glued itself to. Brush I was using.
Oh God! Smacked an ogre in the back of the head.
Never about getting smacked in the back of the head.
But yeah, what's everyone's hobby plans for this week going forward then?
I've got some. I don't know what I'm actually got on the docket for sort of like my main streams. At the moment, I've got a fair bit of scenery that needs to be done for this one, but that won't take up a huge amount of streaming time. So I wish I got more time to hobby, like in my downtime.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't get a huge amount of. I don't get a huge amount of time for anything, let alone hobbying.
Printing, and more printing. Maybe get my bro-in-law over. Nice. For a shed building barbecue. Nice. And Spruce saying about redoing his colour scheme.
Yeah, rewrite my marine color scheme. He says.
Thought you were happy with
When I
it.
was a kid, we just didn't have internet resources. You would buy some models and paint at the local model shop. Yeah, I didn't even have that as a resource, really.
I had no resource except for that book back in the day.
Yeah, that little pamphlet.
Well, no, I actually had the book, like how to paint.
Yeah, but even that, it was like, it would give you instructions on how to paint models, and it was like, undercoat, base coat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Layer some details. Heavy metal. What? I feel like you skipped a few steps there.
Yeah, they weren't the most informative. I have a new shed to move all my printing and paint. Oh, just need building it. I would love to be able to do that kind of stuff, but we're renting where we are, so it's kind of like,
Yeah, same. All you people owning your own homes and stuff. Still trying to afford to replace my motorcycle, so.
Yes, that's a a definite thing, good sir.
One day. Someday my prince will come.
One day when I win the lottery, how's that? Well, improve it. I'm keeping the... fair enough. The biggest thing I would say as well that I've learned since doing my Black Templars, it's difficult to keep the exact same color scheme and like colors going over a very long period of time. Because even though my scheme is fairly straightforward, over the course of like 2 years, the orange fiery glow had changed. So I had to go back over all of them and redo it. Which was like, oh no. Because originally the orangey glow was done through a mixture of Army Painter Air Paint and GW Standard Paints. Then I swapped over to... Still kept the Army Painter Air Paints because they were great. But then I swapped over to the TT Combat Paints for everything else. And the TT Combat Paints were more vivid. So I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. And I will reiterate what I've said many, many times is that the TT Combat paints are just really solid paints.
Yeah. I'm really proud to say that I helped work on them and stuff like that, and
yeah,
really, really happy that they came out so well. With all the time and effort that was put into them, it's great to see that people are enjoying them. And they're just so versatile that it doesn't matter what level a painter you are, they will work for you.
Yeah.
Just swap out all my dirty water.
Dirty Wasser?
A little bit more airbrushing in a bit. And then dry brush. If people are after a similar colour to Panzer Grey, one that's quite similar but has potentially a little bit more of a browner hue is the Raven Black from Army Painters. It's quite similar, really quite similar.
I do quite like the Colour Forge spray. They do one called Raven Black that's kind of an off black.
Yes,
it's more of a great, really dark grey, and it's really nice colour to work with.
It's having that really dark grey is just great for painting black armor or base coating and stuff. Hello, Rast. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, because you can actually shade it. The problem with painting black is if you start too dark, it's very difficult to get any depth to it.
Yeah, that's one thing I have learnt painting my Heresy Dark Angels, for example, was trying to make the armor pop when I was doing that Contemptor Dreadnought. I need to get back to my Heresy Dark Angels at some point, but making it pop without it not looking black anymore. Oh, sorry, making it pop by it still looking black, not turning grey or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, sprues, 100%. That's the thing. That's why I done that video, funnily enough, a couple of years back, where I stripped like 5,000 points worth of Dark Angels, because I've been stopping and starting them for so much. I think I ended up having like 4 different kind of schemes for doing the Dark Angel green armor, and it was like, oh, whoopsie, and that's why I stripped them. Funnily enough, I sold a bunch of it off when I had bills to pay for the car and stuff. I still kept the like named characters and stuff. I'll be painting them at some point, and I'll slowly regrow the Primaris back up. But yeah, it is one of those things that it's difficult to keep plodding along with the same army without then going back and going, wait a minute, I can tidy up my first models.
Yeah.
See if I can grab one in a minute and show you what I'm on about. 2 seconds. Yeah. Right, so this is what I mean by my Dark Angels journey has been a bit of a weird one. So that was like my main painting for Dark Angels back in the day. So
Standard. Good.
it definitely does the job. This
Is that a Azrael conversion?
Yes, it is. So it's an Azrael out of the Interrogator Chaplain. So I took off his
I thought I
power
recognised the
fist.
body.
Sorry?
I thought I recognised the body.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I was like, hang on, that's not Gargamel's cat.
But yeah, so this was my Azrael proxy. So I'm still really happy with it. Like, this was when I was pushing myself when I was younger. This is probably about, God, 7th edition.
Yeah, it must have been 6th or 7th edition because that model didn't come out until the 6th edition box launched.
Yeah, I would say 7th edition for this one. And then this is when Primaris first came out. So, I've worked the black a little bit better, the black armor. I got some more defined details in there. Weathered in the bits and pieces. And then this is my most recent Dark Angel. Angel of Covenant. And, it's... Looking back, you're kind of like...
Time for tea, Tenebrum. Don't mind if I do.
It's quite the difference. It is quite the difference when you look at it. And this is, the span of maybe 8 years?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not joking. I, funnily enough, do more painting now at work than I do in my own time. But I do more painting just in general.
Yeah. Since starting my sort of online presence, it has very much increased my my painting skill.
Yeah, it's like a
Because
muscle. You train it.
When you're painting for other people, like you do for work, or if you're doing commissions for people and that, there's very much a pressure on you to, not necessarily a pressure that other people have put on you, it's a pressure that you put on yourself to do the best that you can. And so that the kind of mindset that you'd normally have in your head where, oh, that's good enough, that'll do, that don't fly in your own head anymore.
No, I can't get away with the whole thing of, it's all right. It's like, no, I need this to then be far more presentable because it's going to be in army shots or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, one of the most recent times that I did push myself to paint something good in a short time was the Relics Redan Maiden. The one where she's got her corset kind of dressy thing on, and she's holding out her handkerchief. And I pushed myself to get that done in less than 4 hours. To the best of what I could do in that 4 hours. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I slapped the paint on, give it a wash, a bit of a highlight, done. No, I was blending up the skin, I was blending up the fabrics and all this and all that. If I didn't have that opportunity to do that kind of stuff, well, like you said, I don't think I would have progressed. I would have pretty much stayed the same. And I think that's quite an interesting thing that happens to a lot of people that paint more than the conventional painting.
Yeah.
Like, I know of people that will just paint for army painting, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's a weird one.
So that's pretty much when I'm painting for my own stuff. I'm only really painting to play games with them. I'm not going for like display level or anything like that.
No.
But at the same time, when I'm streaming a model, I'm like, I feel like there's almost a pressure for me to impress the people that are watching.
Yeah, that
especially when there are so many talented people out there. And it's like, I don't want people to feel that like when they're watching me, they're like going, oh well, this guy's
boring.
I like his personality, but his skills are crap.
Because that's one thing I noticed since posting more stuff up on the old Instagram. You do want to post the best you can post. Not that you're peacocking or anything like that. It's just naturally you want to feel like you are doing your best and you're showing your best. That you don't
exactly. It's not that I don't try and improve to make everyone go, wow, you're so amazing. I just want them to go, oh, that's really nice. It's like, I like what you did there. It's like, yeah. I like it too.
Yeah, it's like you want the hard work to be noticed for the hard work that you've done, not because you think it's extra pretty or anything like that, because it is pretty to you. You just want to make sure, also for me, myself, with things that are going on, I want to make sure it's the best what I can do, that if someone's having a bit of a bad day or anything like that, they see what I've done and they've kind of gone, oh, that's cool. That's inspired me to then do such and such.
Yeah, it really weirds me out as well when you get like certain people in your chat as well that you know are like incredibly talented people saying that, oh, I really like what you're doing there, and you're sitting there thinking, but your stuff is so much nicer than mine.
Trust me, I get that all the time. I get proper imposter syndrome, like.
Yeah. One of the like best / worst cases, and I don't know if you're familiar with Vanessa Miniatures.
Yes.
Yeah, but Vanessa's stuff is just straight up amazing.
Yep.
And she paints a bunch of stuff that is like very much my aesthetic. Like she does a lot of like Slanesh and that kind of the very kind of regal, very bright in your face colors and that. And the amount of work that she puts in and the effort and that, and it's just each thing that she does is just a little miniature work of art. And she comes onto my streams and just says to me and that, oh, I love what you're doing and that looks really good. And I'm like, thank you.
But it's just it's that feel good moment. It's making people feel good. And I
Yeah.
think that's what I personally love with the crafting and the painting and the modelling side of the wargaming, is making people feel good for what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, you're putting time,
And there's
money,
just
and
me
effort
sitting
in.
here just hoping everybody doesn't think I'm shit.
They love you really.
well, of course. How could you not fall in love with this pudding?
Because one of the biggest things is, like, this month is also Men's Mental Health Month, and sometimes we need to remember that, you know, we're all
Men are mental.
we're all mental, but sometimes we all do need that moment of, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
You know, just that little bit of, you're doing a cracking job. Keep it going.
And one of the worst, and this is a generalization, one of the worst things about men is that they can't admit to themselves when they've done good.
Yes. Oh, 100%. It's more like you could do the best thing in the world and you still see the flaws in it.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, Lawson.
I am one of the worst people in the world for self
deprecation.
Yeah. Just because I grew up being very kind of unpopular. I wasn't really. I was very much the outsider. I was the shy, quiet kid, believe it or not. And it kind of got to the point of it being a defense mechanism where, well, if everybody's just going to take the piss out of me all the time, I might as well join in and take the piss out of myself before they get the chance.
Yeah, a lot of people, I will say, I know that feeling all too well, and I know a lot of people will be in the same.
Yeah, and it just kind of got to the point where it became my personality.
Yeah.
I am the guy that takes the piss out of himself, like, constantly.
No worries, Tenebrum. You know, it's all good. Have that nap. It's all good. But
Sleepy Tenny.
I'll have a look in a moment, Mr. Lawson. But yeah, you know, I will say, I'm going to be upfront and honest. This month has not been an easy month for me. I had some bad news about my family and stuff like that, which is still hitting hard now. But it's one of those things that you've got to. You can be your own worst enemy or your own best friend. And you've got to just work on yourself and support yourself and support the people around you.
Random says, as a personal favour, and just because I like you, Gus, I'm happy to tell you your models are shite. If it'll make you feel more comfortable. I mean, I wouldn't disagree. Yeah, but that's the whole reason that I have gone out of my way to improve my painting is twofold. One, to make people that I'm painting other models for come back and want me to do it again.
Yeah.
And secondly, just so that people that viewing my work don't say it's crap.
I've now started embracing...
I'm not trying to impress anyone. I just don't want people to think it's rubbish.
Well, I've started to embrace that a little bit more because I noticed with my Black Templars that I've done with the OSL thing, a lot of people are just going, oh, it's just shitty OS, it's just shitty Zenithal. I'm like, fine, whatever. I'm not trying to impress you. Jog on.
Yeah, but it's like for ages there was this huge stigma about people that dry brush their models. I was like, oh, it's like a children's technique kind of thing. Now people are like really since the invent of like these like rounded dry brushes for like artist opus and things like that.
Oh, it's
more and more
people
thing. Are now doing is that it's now been re-legitimized as a professional technique, and it's like
you're looking.
Pick a bloody lane, guys. Really?
Yeah, you're looking at going, what have I been doing?
You are a good painter, Gus. I mean, I would. I won't disagree that I'm okay.
Gus?
Yeah, there are people out there far greater than I would describe myself as above average.
Gus, listen right now. You're a good painter. You know what you're doing. You're good. Take it as a compliment.
Oh, lots of people that know what they're doing aren't good at what they do. Just because they know what they're doing doesn't mean they're good at it. I've encountered that a lot in my life.
Thank you, Lawson. Thank you kindly. Ah, wait a minute. I hacked away a bit of the stone by accident. Whoopsie.
Cheers. Everything stops for tea. Thank you, Teddy. You're a good painter, Gus, says Tenny as well. Too many sprues. I'm just average. Oh no, I've seen your painting sprues and that. You're pretty good.
I will always.
I would say you are definitely in the above average category.
I would say if someone can base coat nice and smoothly, whatever miniature they're doing, if they can base coat it nicely, they can recess, wash it nicely, layer it, and maybe a highlight, just to tidy it up, and the leather looks like leather, the skin looks like skin, the metallics look like metallics, and stuff like that. You're a cracking painter. You're doing a good job.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can sit back at the end of a project that I've been working on and go, you know what, I'm really pleased with that. I've impressed myself. And that's the only person that I'm trying to impress.
Yeah, at the end of the day. All that matters.
Yeah, I want to be at a. There's kind of a window of expectation that I have for myself, and the low point is I want to be above the point where people think it's horrible, but the upper cap is I want to impress myself. So it's within that space of not wanting other people to think it's crap and only trying to impress myself. There's like a little window of talent target I actually aim for.
Random bases in there.
But yeah, I am under no illusion that I'm like the best painter in the world, because I know very much definitely that I am not. I can impress myself with a piece of work that has translated from my head to the brush better than I thought it would, and I'd actually sit back and go, "Whoa, I wasn't expecting that to come out that good."
Okie dokies. Lemon smokies. Where are they? I'm rebasing up my redeemed Blade Guard veterans onto the bases.
I get that you don't try to impress Mrs. G. She'll just go, "That's nice, dear." She's actually quite supportive. I do get the fit. I basically, whenever I'm impressed with something that I've done, I do like get all excited to like skip over to Mrs. G and go, "Have a look at this. Have a look. What do you think? What do you think?" And I know that a lot of the time she's just sitting there going, "Oh yeah, that's nice. I really like that." And she's like, "I have no idea if that's good or not." In her own head, I know that she has absolutely no clue whether or not it's good or isn't.
I think me and Kelly have got to that point in our many-year relationship. I'm like,
She's very supportive.
I've done X paint job. I show it to her, and she was like, "Oh, that's nice." And she's only looked at it for like 2 or 3 seconds. I'm like, "Doesn't really bother you, does it?" She's like, "No, it's nice." I said, "It doesn't, does it?" And she was like, "They all look good. Why do you keep showing it to me? I know they look good." I'm like, "Because I is proud."
Because I care what you think.
I'm like a cat that's brought a catch of a bird to you and going, You know.
Yeah, I brought you a present. And
What are
just
you
like the
both
owner
painting?
Going, oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, we're gonna put that on the fridge. It goes straight in the bin.
Yep. Mr. Gus is painting up some scatter terrain for GriffCon, and I is working on my God Almighty accent. Shut up. I'm working on my pirate ogres and rebasing up my redeemed
Pirate ogres, you say?
pirate ogres
Pogoers.
pogers. They're pogers. They are.
Isn't that all the kids say when they're gaming and that? Isn't
I
this
don't
pogers?
know. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, I'm rebasing them onto these like ruined city-ish bases that I've been doing for them all.
Tenebrum says, I'm just a matte painter at best. No.
Tenebrum, you know what I'm going to say about your painting. I don't need to say it again.
A slice of apple pie is £2.50 in Jamaica. $3.50 in Jamaica and $3 in the Bahamas.
Okay.
These are the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Tenebrum's trying to mute me. Pirates you did with the water washable resin. Yes, they are. They're the water washable resin video that I had go live today. I was meaning for it to go live yesterday, but I had things that happened at the weekend and I completely forgot. These are those same pirates. There you go.
Oh, Tenny, are you going to be joining in Brannigan's community night on Wednesday, playing some Raft? Or... You should bring those jokes along then. I don't have the game yet. Well, get on that shit.
Frickin' hell. Demanding we much?
Yeah. Damn straight. Yeah. The
Damn
game's
boy.
awesome.
But yes, these are the piratical ogres that I've got, good sir. I do have a large character like hero one.
Days probably no. Okay, fair enough.
Who rides a huge ass crab, but I don't know if he'd fit scale wise.
It would have been funny if you just stopped that before you said the word crab.
Huge ass.
He just rides a huge ass. I'm huge ass.
That water washable looks good. I'll pick some up next order. Been filtering IPA the last 2 days or not. Rescale. Possibly I could look at rescaling it. The issue is I'll get the image up in a minute, so you may be able to figure out what the issue is. If I rescale the crab, it'll rescale the ogre, and the ogre is a set size. So if I rescale it, he's gonna be Diddy. You got this Diddy ogre. I don't know. The only downside I'll say with water washable resin that I did state in the video, it can be a little bit more brittle than alcohol washable resin, but I will say it seems to clean better. It doesn't stick on as much, the excess resin, which is great. And also, you're not cleaning with nasty chemicals. You're just cleaning with water. H2O. I have figured out a 500 point redeemed army list, which I think would be quite cool. So it is a lieutenant, a ancient, 3 Blade Guard veterans, 6 inner circle companions, and 5 stern guard. If the rider's separate, then maybe rescale and scratch build a saddle. That's possibly an option. Water is deadly. Can't be under it too long. Oh. I was like, what? That is confusion.
I mean, to be fair, anything is deadly in enough quantities.
Air is deadly enough in enough quantity. It's the oxygen.
Yeah. You can oxygenate your blood.
Mm-hmm. I'm liking these bases. Oh. That's cool. Oh, I like these. I like these. And then someone's going to tell me, they're not supposed to be on 40mm bases. I'm like, it's too late now. Look at that. Scary mofo. The water washable resin should be okay for what I do. I put them in the background on. Yeah, honestly, as long as you're not trying to drop kick it, you're fine. You can get water washable ABS like resin. If you want it to be a little bit more durable. But I will say the water washable resin, I really am enjoying it, and I may be swapping over to it if I can get a good ABS like water washable resin. How's Gus doing?
I'm actually running out of models to paint.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm actually nearly done with these.
Well, there's that Darth Vader.
Yes. There is that. It's not assembled or primed, but it's there.
Oh, I thought I meant
No,
something.
I'm saving that for a special occasion.
No. There you go. That's gonna look cool. So cool.
So cool.
2 seconds. I'm gonna be right back. I got a print now. I'm gonna build a minute.
It would be a shit thing to do. Go on Discord and not spend time with you on a birthday. Yeah, that's fair enough.
I compare standard and water base cost over
Should
5
always,
liters.
Yeah, we should always spend time with the ones that we hold closest to us on their special days. So, yeah, 100%, mate. Priorities. Family always first.
I've been cheeky. I've got some files. So these are supposed to be Dark Angel inspired proxy bodies. But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing some one-page rules at some point. I just need to get people to play it. May try and get the other half to play it because I've got those foam boards now that I've been working on. Still got another 6.
I think me and Mrs. G, we're going to try some one-page rules for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah,
our armies that we have. So
yeah, you might as well. And there's nothing to say you can't go back to Age of Sigmar or any of these other games. It just
no. But when a new edition comes out or rules changes happen, it just straight up doesn't affect you.
Yeah. I may try and play some tonight with the other half. See if she wants to give it a go. She can play with my Fire Slayers while I play with, I don't know, the Ogres, maybe.
I would do that, but I've got work to do.
Nah, come down here.
Yeah, if I get walking now, I might be there in about 2 weeks.
You can catch the train, maybe?
That would involve me having money for a ticket.
True.
Trains are bloody expensive now.
That's the only thing that surprised me, because we were looking at catching the train for, GriffCon and stuff like that, instead of, instead of car and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd be looking at like best part of 100 quid, if not more.
Oh, easy money gone. That's one way.
Yeah. Yeah, there's money I ain't got in a minute, unfortunately.
Yeah, regrettably not me either.
No. Dan is like paying bills and
being an adult,
council tax and rent and goddamn like living expenses.
Goddamn being an adult.
I know, right? This was not in the job description.
And there's no refund. I lost the receipt.
I know.
When I was young, they never told me to keep receipts. Okay, so I've got his base. Gamble. So I am looking at building a... See how this comes out, this proxy. Pardon me. Do apologise. Woo wee.
Okay, so this pile of scatter terrain is actually done.
Skitter terrain.
Don't know what to do now. Well, having said that, we've been streaming for like 2.5 hours now.
Have we?
Yeah, apparently.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies and slander.
According to the timer, I know it actually should be longer than that because my stream crashed as I was on the starting soon screen. So, yeah, there we go. These little barrels. Oh, now this is actually a scatter terrain set from Mantic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were doing a sale recently, and so they had like a huge savings on like a lot of their terrain kits.
Yeah.
I picked up this set, and I think it was like, I think it was like 12 quid.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to just grab those bargains while you can.
Yeah, and this wasn't even everything. There was a bunch of like little pieces as well, like had like this little skull pile as well. That's more basing material than actually like scatter terrain. It's like some little bits like this are included in it as well. So, but these are the kind of larger bits that are really good for like little bits of scatter terrain for games like Necromunda and like skirmish games and stuff. So yeah,
I do need to get hold of some 40k terrain. I donated it to local gaming club earlier this year. I was like, oh, I'm not using it, and it's kind of like, may need some more. Hello, Manor. Hello, good sir.
Man. Gosh, it's got some mark.
It is. Gosh golly. Ooh. Ooh. Fancy.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
They don't, good sir. But yeah, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for the brain fart. Yeah, what I'm going to do for the brain
Assemble
fart.
Vader so he's ready for the special occasion. I could do.
Makes sense.
And to be fair, there's not a lot of assembly required. It's literally like Vader in his base, and you kind of just stick him to the base. And I'm not entirely sure where I've put him.
Need to fix that.
Oh, hang on. Is he up there? He might be up there.
Don't say you've lost
He's
my.
up there. Ha-ha.
Don't say you lost my blessed.
Right here. He's right here.
I brought that all the way with me for you.
Yeah. But it is literally just a case of
Clean it.
He needs to be glued to the base. In fact, I might not even glue him to the base. I might paint them separately. But yeah, he needs to be undercoated and yeah. So there's not really I'm not even sure how he attaches to the base.
He sits on it. If
Sits on it.
Not sits on it. His feet sit on it. Sorry, words.
Yeah, I can't quite work out where the feet sit.
I'll send you an image of it, and then you'll have a good reference. I'm just trying to think.
I mean, I'm assuming it's something like that, but
let me see if I can find the image a minute for you, good sir. And then you've got an idea.
There doesn't seem to be like any like really clear like footholds.
2 seconds. I'll see if I can find it a minute for you. Yeah, he kind of sits on. Yeah, he's like that.
Definitely.
He's like that. So where you had the foot on the ridge. Yeah, it's like that.
Where were you?
I was looking at it on the screen.
Yeah, I can't see your screen.
No, I was looking at what you were holding.
Oh.
2 seconds. Let me find it a minute.
But yeah, it's that. I mean, if I were to guess, I'd probably like put him like that, but then he's got one foot like perched, and the other one's kind of just floating, which is probably not ideal.
Moment, did they take off the file?
Although you'd think it should be like that way because like the flames are like blowing in the wind in that direction, so the cape should be going in the same direction. But that looks entirely backwards then.
Oh my god. I found another file I may print off for you to paint at some point.
That's ominous.
How do you get along with the Inquisition?
Well, I'm a big old heretic, so
What about
I'm probably not their biggest fan.
what about Darth Vader in the Inquisition?
Oh dear God!
Let me see. If,
Nobody expects the Sith.
Gift ideas. I cannot find it. But basically, it was where you had his.
Well, they do have Inquisitors in Star Wars, don't they?
Well, it's the ominous image. One moment.
I'm really debating to buy a four-handed sword.
Is this one here?
Is it supposed to be used by Goro or something? What? Oh wow! It's like a Darth Vader Terminator.
Yeah.
That is actually awesome.
I'm gonna print. I want to print that off and paint it.
That is actually very cool.
So Inquisitorius, master of breathing issues. I will download that. That's hilarious.
That is amazing.
Is it gonna load it? No. No. Oh, okay, cool. I think the file that I printed off for you may have gone.
Oh. Yay, I'm special.
I've still got it downloaded, but yeah, I think it's actually gone. Which is a shame.
There's a similar one. That's a similar one, but it's not the same one.
Yeah, because it's very iconic, the one you got, because it's him stepping out of the crashed fighter.
Yeah. What? Wait!
No,
Go back.
We're not going back.
Wait, go back there for a second.
No, we're not going back. Some of the stuff on here is
No. Did I see correctly?
I don't know what you saw.
No, I saw something.
And we're moving on. Oh, for crying out loud. One moment. No! I got to find the file because it's going to bug me. Where is that goddamn file? I got so many stupid files, it's unbelievable. Sci-fi Star Wars. Here you go. Here we go. So we got... I try and organise my files as much as possible. I do need to get a new hard drive.
I mean, to be fair, I'm painting like scatter terrain and that, and this base would actually make a good bit of scatter terrain on its own.
Let's see if this is the one. Here? Yes, it is. There you go. There you go. So his foot just goes behind the ridge.
Okay. Okay, so it is on that rock.
Oh yeah,
But-
it is on the rock, but it's just behind the ridge.
Okay, but it doesn't feel like his foot is sitting flat. That's
No.
the thing. He got one foot. Yeah, it's really horrible positioning.
I think it's supposed
So
to
you
be a
put
little
that
bit
up
more
there, and then
loose.
look that foot is like a really awkward angle because it doesn't sit flat. And if you do try and push that flat, he's like really leaning forward to the point
Yeah.
where he's like looks off balance.
I think it's more just put it however you want it then, good sir, I would say.
Yeah. No, I'll
We're
have a fiddle with it when I come to paint it. But yeah, I'm probably actually looking at it. I'm probably going to paint the two parts separately.
Oh, wait a minute. Was the radio you wanted to look at like bright orange saying who's your daddy?
That was the one.
Yeah. I was like, what was suddenly making
My
them
eyes
all...
didn't deceive me.
I was like, what are they fascinated about? Oh, that.
What was that? Tenenbaum posted. Oh yeah, those are the Star Wars Inquisitors. Yeah, because they featured in the Obi-Wan series, which was meh.
I have lots of different printed out Dark Angel stuff. Ow.
Specific types of two-handed sword with a very long grip. Kind of like a claymore type thing. Then, yeah. The OG Obi hated the idea and the role. Who? Alec Guinness. He didn't think it was a particularly. While it was being filmed, apparently everybody hated being part of that project because it was a project that kind of dragged on for too long, and there was a lot of production problems and that, and even the studio didn't have any faith in the film, which is why George Lucas had to do a lot of very creative filmmaking.
Yeah, they didn't really support it that well, did they?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that I saw in an interview that a lot of the executives basically just referred to it as that space film.
But look at it now.
I know, right?
Hindsight.
Multi-billion-dollar franchise.
Do you know what Lucas has done recently? I say recently, he's done it this year.
Yeah, hasn't he put in a bid to try and buy it back?
No, he's done one better. He's bought shares out from Disney.
He's trying to buy Disney.
So he's basically bought it back through buying shares and ownership of Disney.
Right.
So instead of getting it back like it's mine back, he's gone to own like other parts that are underneath it all through Disney. It's like, okay. So Disney still foots all the bills for it, but now he gets money from all the stuff they do with his old IP.
You're afraid Vader will fall in the fire and burn because I've got news for you. It's okay. It's okay. He's on the high ground.
Let's glue up this guy. He's going to be a member of the old Deathwing. Not Deathwing, Dreadwing. Words.
A claymore is about 160 centimeters long. Claymore is about 150.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know exact measurements of particular types of sword. Or all I know is that when I think really long sword with extended grip, I just think claymore, because I've seen that represented in a lot of media. In fantasy.
Sorry, I
films
just think
and,
Scotland.
Oh yeah, just the William Wallace. Freedom! Yeah. Freedom for Australia!
Ooh, just coming together quite nice. Quite nice. I'm upsetting GW right now because every single part of this is 3D printed. The only thing that isn't is the base. Which I do have 3D prints of bases.
Does it say copyright Games Workshop on the bottom of the base?
GW, yeah, copyright 1999. Because they copyrighted where those the hole
Where the
punches
holes
would
go.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, which they don't produce models anymore that have pegs on the feet
Nope.
to go through them.
And they don't produce. I don't think they produce those ones really anymore now. It's just clear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think most of them are. Hold on. I have a whole bag full of them over here. Although they do ones now.
Do.
When they do their like
Oh, easy build magazines.
single pose kits.
Yeah.
They have a hole already drilled in it.
Yeah, so they could shove it in.
There we go. Copyright Games Workshop 2021.
Oh, okay.
Base with no, just the standard. I mean, admittedly, they are like unique. Probably like the texture and the like the angle that the edge of the base has. Probably unique to them.
Okay,
here's like a third-party 40mm base it's thinner. It's got different design on the back, and it's actually a lot smoother.
Yeah. Sabenya. Zaboopit baba.
Right. What can I do for 15 minutes to kill before we wrap up, or before I wrap up?
Someone found a guinea pig pudding.
Go full chat mode. Just go full chat now.
And then everyone suddenly goes quiet. It's like, ah, damn it.
Yeah. Now you've got Gus's big head fully in frame.
They're like, oh no. And I'm like, oh yes.
No Man of Man's redeemed. Read some 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, that can keep us occupied for a little bit. The question is, No Man of Man, book 1, 2, or 3. We have 50 Shades of Grey. We have 50 Shades Damper. And 3 in a Shed. Number 3, because it rhymes with 9. What?
Sorry?
Okay. I'll
different.
take your word for that. And as always, I don't read these. We hand over to your epic narrator, Morgan Freeman.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are bringing you some 50 Shades of Grey. Brought to you by No Man a Man. The bed shook, creaked and rattled as she grasped the headboard and screamed out my name. At this point, we were asked to leave Debenhams. Are you ready to be tortured in a way only a woman can torture a man, she asked. I nodded nervously. All right, she said, and ate half my chips. Frantically, I tore off her dress, her bra, and her lacy knickers. My heart was in my mouth, but I just managed to close the wardrobe before she got home. I've been such a bad girl, she said, leaning up against the shed wall. I deserve to be punished. Very well, I said, and cancelled her credit cards. When it was fully erect, she got on, jerking up and down mildly. That's great, I said, but shouldn't we let the kids go on the bouncy castle first? Now, which whip shall it be today? She teased, licking her lips. I don't know, I said. I just can't decide between banana and butterscotch. Always butterscotch. She leant over the kitchen table. Smack that bottom, she squealed. Smack it hard. I said, but the ketchup just won't come out. We had the perfect 24-hour sadomasochistic relationship. I snored all right, and she moaned about it all day.
Oh, God.
Go on, I'll let you stick it in there, she sighed. As it's your birthday. I grinned. It wasn't every day I was allowed to have the plasma TV in the shed. As I lay there on the floor, my naked body covered in treacle and whipped cream, I heard those inevitable words. Clean up on aisle 3. She said she liked it doggy style, so I threw her a stick. Still waiting. Her body trembled and shook. I can't wait any longer. Do it now, she cried. Okay, I said, and got the winter duvet from the airing cupboard. I slightly opened the door to see a woman dressed head to toe in leather and brandishing a whip. It was the last time I bought an advent calendar from Ann Summers. And I think that's enough.
There you go. There you go. You definitely got your money's worth out of that one. It's a crack.
Yeah.
Mark has released the Kraken.
I felt it. I was there like, damn. It's annoying since I'm losing the weight. It's just, I need to get my belt out.
Starting to think that Redeem is near TOS legit. Hey, there is absolutely nothing rude in those books.
It's just all implied.
Exactly.
But yes, here's my
It's
here's
all
my
entirely
lieutenant.
wholesome.
Wee.
Mr. Lieutenant.
Is the lieutenant of the old Dreadwing.
Yeah.
All 3D printed except for 2 parts.
Next to do the right tenant.
Right tenant. I do have these guys as well. That I need to put on bases.
Tenny said he almost clipped that. Release the Kraken!
Release the Kraken.
Don't I was playing like a week-long LARP event once.
Yep.
Where I was basically volunteering. It was called monstering. So I was like part of the crew that was doing the LARP for the people that were paying. And we did like this after party thing at the end of the week, and I was absolutely knackered, and I fell asleep on the we were in this like little house that we'd hired out, and in the kitchen they had like a picnic bench. So it was like the table and then the 2 benches either side that were attached to it. And I fell asleep on that. Unfortunately, I had my arse crack hanging out, and when I woke up, somebody had poked a cherry between my butt cheeks with like the stem just hanging out.
There's line. There's boundaries. There's boundaries, good sir. And they went, nah, screw it. But yes.
So how is everybody doing today? What we all working on?
Quick question: are teleport
Yes.
homers for Terminators? Are they on 25mm bases?
They used to be. I don't know. It might be on 32s now. I don't know. I've never used one in game.
Yeah. It's just I got so many Terminators now. I've got so many teleport homers. I'm like, I need to base them all up.
I mean, for the longest time, it wasn't even a thing that you used in the game. Like the old kit had the teleport homer on it,
Yes.
but it was never a thing you used in game. It was just an extra thing they threw on the sprue because they had spare space.
Yes, I do recall that.
Tenebrum is kit bashing my Corvus Cabal into cultists with auto pistols.
Ooh, nice. Very, very, very nice. Yeah,
Those are the Warcry models, aren't they?
Yeah, me and Mr. Corvus at some point in the future, whenever that is, we need to reenact the Thramus Crusade. Because he's got 30k Night Lords.
Oh, okay.
It's a big crusade when the Night Lords were distracting the Dark Angels from the heresy. Well, not distracting them, but keep them occupied. So it's the big iconic artwork fight of the Lion versus Corvus. No, Comrade Curse, not Corvus.
Yep.
The names are too similar.
The naming conventions for Games Workshop and that they've been too similar for like the longest time. I get so confused.
Yeah.
I once accidentally bought a so someone was selling it was like a knockoff. It was like a third party, like what's the word?
Resculpt or
remold.
remold, yep.
Yeah. It was a 4-year-old kit. And I thought somebody was selling a Reaver Titan for 30 quid.
Oh.
Now, it was still 30 quid and it was still a Titan. It's just it was a Revenant Titan, which is the spindly Eldar thing.
Ah.
So very, very different things. When somebody pointed it out to me, I was like, yeah, I want my 30 quid back because I don't need that model for anything.
Yep.
But at the moment, I thought that even a knockoff, somebody was selling a Reaver Titan for 30 quid. I was like, hell yes.
Yeah, I'll snap that up. Thank you.
Yeah. But no, it was not what I thought it was. And I was like, God damn you.
Damn you, fate.
Yeah. It's like the what is it? Everyone calls like the Primaris dudes with the jump packs. They call them interceptors.
Oh yeah, Inceptors. Yeah.
But they are inceptors. Interceptors are the Grey Knight version.
Yes,
that can teleport in.
Yes. Yep.
And it's like, and I got very confused when people were saying, "Oh, I've got interceptors for my Ultramarines." I was like,
What?
they can't have interceptors. They're a Grey Knight unit.
That's the problem. GW's naming convention is just like, stop rehashing the same names. Or very similar names, please. But it is what it is. But as I said, I am trying to give 10th edition another go, which is supposed to be middle of next month. It's 1,000 points.
Nice,
I would like to try and take my Dark Angels, which is all the Leviathan box as Dark Angels, but with the points drops. I've got enough points that I think if I knock out that lieutenant with the combi weapon, I could put in another Terminator squad. So my two leaders can have a squad each. But one being normal.
Friend of mine has recently messaged me because he wants to. Neither of us have played 10th edition. I think we had one game together like a year ago, just after Leviathan came out.
Yeah.
And neither of us have played since because we've been playing a lot of Necromunda and other games and stuff. But yeah, because the Chaos Space Marine Codex has just come out and his main faction is Sisters of Battle, and they've just had their codex. So
yeah.
In fact, release day for that was it yesterday?
I think so, something like that.
Yeah. We're planning to have a little game together with our fresh codices. I'm going to be. I want to try out an army with. What's his name? Vashdor.
Yes.
I want to go like really heavy on demon engines and stuff. So that'll be a really interesting game to play because I painted up Vashdor when the model came out and I've not used him in a game yet.
Ah, that was a little while ago. Yeah. That's the thing. I just want to get the love back, but because I got all the models, I just want to get the love back for it.
Yeah. Right, we just hit 3 hours. So I'm going to wrap up my end. I don't know if you're going to be. Are you going to be carrying on, Mark?
I think I'll wrap up my end as well,
Okey-dokey.
because I do have a few bits that I need to do. I need to poo pick the back garden.
Shall we find someone to double raid then?
What, find a willing victim? Yes.
Yeah. So everybody that's not already following the absolutely wonderful 6+, Mr. Mark, right here, the Cornish fruit. Although I've not got you on screen at the moment. Hold on. This fella right here. Give him all the love. Give him all the follows.
Honestly, do the same to Mr. Gus The Hut, please. Thank you very much, Ravens. Thank you.
Also, as well, if you're new here as well, if you haven't already hit the follow button here, do consider hanging out with us in the future. Hit that follow button and get yourself into our Discord as well. Exclamation Discord in chat. Keep yourself up to date with everything going on with the channel. And do the same over on Mr. 6 Plus here.
Yes, if you be so kind. I don't need to say any more because I'm just going to be rehashing what the lovely Gus has just said. But yes, we're going to raid on. And yeah, I do hope you look after yourself, look after your loved ones, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to catch some of you, if not all of you, in the next one. Ta-ra for now.
Who are we raiding?
Let's have a gander, shall we? Let's have a goose of a gander.
There's not that many people I follow that are on, actually.
We've got Mr. Chaz, who's actually painting up some dangles at the moment. I think it's dangles.
I don't know that one.
C1H1A1Z.
Okay, yeah.
That one's painting. Art of Mike Disney. I think that's it. That's popping up on my side.
I've got Cryo Cheese popping up on mine and Genuine Vision.
Oh, Genuine Vision. Yeah, we got that one. So it was your choice, good sir.
Yeah, I think we'll raid Jan.
Yeah, by means.
Jan's raided into me a few times, so
yeah. Let's share. Let's give them some love then.
Yeah.
Bye byes, everyone.
And he's showing his little one off at the minute with a piglet. So.
Do that. Yeah. No worries.
Right. Cheerio, bye everybody, and I will see you all on the next stream.
Bye byes.